welcome to my channel. This is Betty, I'm a nutritionist, and I help you heal chronic diseases as well as transition to a plant-based lifestyle. If this topic is interesting, please subscribe because there are many videos coming your way. But today I want to talk about pluses and minuses living in Israel. Don't get too excited, I'm not going to talk about politics. This is something that you can debate with me more privately. I don't want to stay on any side. I'm pretty much talking more about like general way of looking at things and what I've experienced and how much I love this country and what I've noticed and what works for me and what doesn't. So if this topic is interesting for you, please keep watching. Israeli weather is the main reason why I love living in this country. I love living here because of the weather. So for me, it's a big advantage of the fact that the whole year we have mostly sunny days. Winter time is between February and March, so even during winter months we have lots of sun. You can still kind of go to the beach, and if you are in a shaded area and behind the wind, I mean, you can still enjoy beautiful weather. But there are also minuses of this aspect when it comes to weather and warm climate, is that it's also very, very hot in the summer. We are lucky that, you know, I'm from Poland, so every time it gets too hot, we are going back to Europe for summer. So for us, it works perfectly. But I know for Israeli people, this is an issue. So for me, it's an advantage, but for those who live here, you know, like this year we had such an easy winter and short winter that actually we are like, this is too early getting hot. In general, it's a beautiful place when you need sun, when you like sun. So for me, it works amazing. And in the summertime, we are going abroad. So weather is definitely a big plus for me. Second amazing thing in Israel is the vegan life. Vegan life, vegan food, everything is vegan. It's accessible, not everything is vegan, but in every shop, in every restaurant, you can have options. The advantage also here is that there is a mark on each product that is vegan, so it's easy for you if you are searching for vegan products. You have cornflakes and it says vegan friendly, you have something that says vegan friendly, so whatever is, some products are not signed as vegan friendly, they are still vegan, but there is a majority of products that are vegan and they have a mark, so it's very, very advanced. That's really beautiful and I really love it. For me as a vegan, it's so many years, being vegan, it's a great help, definitely. So the food in general is amazing. The fruits are great. Everything grows here so beautifully. I personally really do love being vegan here. It's like capital, really a beautiful place to enjoy vegan food, enjoy vegan lifestyle. There are many vegan people. Everybody knows what is vegan food, what it means, a vegan lifestyle. So it's easy for me. Also for me as a mom who have kids in the kindergarten, parents support us and they, sometimes bring vegan options. Very, very, very nice. So I love it. This leads me to my third, pros of living in Israel. It's the great people. It's a painful, very painful topic for me because there's such a stereotype about Jewish people, especially in Poland, where I am originally from. I am like, do you know Jewish people? Do you know anybody like from Israel that you can have this opinion? I love Israeli people. They are so open, so warm, so willing to help you. They treat you like a family. They invite you to your home. They are just so open. If you tell them, look, I'm having a hard time, can I come over? You are welcome to sleep there. It's very special because, I'm from Poland, so we are used to living very much indoor because it's cold and because, that's how we are. The family is a big deal, so everybody is kind of, meeting family, but if someone comes to visit you, it's normally because they planned to visit you and you talked to each other like, I'm gonna come over for the weekend or on Saturday, so everybody's preparing. Here it's kind of so organic and everybody just comes and, even with my kids, it's like, can I come to him? Yeah, sure, and they go and, or they come to us. So I really love the nature, the culture, the way they grow their children, the way they educate the children. I really do love Israeli people. And I really love being here, and I feel good here. I feel welcomed. I really do love Israeli people. So that's a big plus of living here. Great communities, great people. Another amazing thing in Israel is the variety that the country can offer when it comes to, you know, beauty and what you can see in Israel. From the north, which you have the mountain in the winter and you have the snow, to the south, where you have every single day of the year it's very hot, even during the winter days. So when it's raining, where we are living in the north, we go to Israel, to Elat. It's a different place. It's like really desert oriented, beautiful stones, and really desert area. So I really love going to the south, because it's very oriental for me. You know, to see a camel next to this on a highway, or like, it's very special. So there is the Dead Sea and there is the Red Sea, and you just have such amazing, you know, you have the Mediterranean Sea, which amazing beaches. You have the Timna Park, which is super kind of like canyons and really stones, and really looks like it's just magical. So I really recommend you checking out, if you have an option to fly to Israel, and really come here as a tourist, because it's beautiful. The whole Tel Aviv, especially Yaffo, Jerusalem, of course. It's a very beautiful place. Even if you go to places that are not really advertised as very touristic, you suddenly discover like big history and really beautiful places. So the variety in Israel is amazing. You know, it's not like a big country like US and you have all these options. It's a tiny little place, and you can really see a lot when you're a tourist. You can really have an amazing time. For 1 week you can see everything. So it's really special. So now when it comes to cons of why I don't like this country and what I dislike here, so it's definitely politics. And I'm not gonna be detailed about it. If you wanna get detailed about it, you can see other videos that are more precise and more specific. But for me, the political situation is not nice, because in general, you know, I'm getting very emotional when it comes to all the issues around us. And I don't say who is right. I don't think Israelis are right. I don't think they are right. I just think everybody's wrong for doing what they're doing. And I don't think we should be in this situation. Just a few days ago, we had, you know, the anti-rockets in the sky. And it's very sad. So I'm not gonna get into details here. I just don't like the situation in general, that we are exposed to this kind of situation. Though I'm living here for more than 10 years, and I was only one time during a war with Gaza, and we had to go to a shelter. But during this whole so many years, nothing happened, and I was safe. And Israel is an amazing, safe place. That's what I feel. I don't feel that if I go in the middle of the street, in the middle of the city in the night, something can happen to me. In the streets, anywhere else, you know, even I don't see like I'm unsafe when I leave my stuff at the beach and I'm worrying sometimes someone can take it. Absolutely not. Like, I feel really safe here. I didn't have any bad experience, but the political situation here is unpleasant. Not just here, but in general. I hate the situation in North Korea. I hate the situation in Ukraine. It's horrible. So that's what I think. It's here also very bad, that there are people that are dying on daily basis, and this is very sad. Another minus in this country is, you know, this country is really expensive. It's expensive, but you also earn, you know, if you want to work, you can earn here good money. But in general, it's an expensive country, especially in the beginning when I came here, and you know, I took some money from Poland as a student back then. And I remember coming here and I'm like, you know, I took quite a good money. Like, for this money in Poland, I would, you know, be able to spend nice vacations. And here when I came, I'm like, oh, so an ice cream costs 3 euros. Okay. You know, I'm thinking like, this is in the supermarket. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this is quite expensive. So you're like ending up, you know, paying so much money for basic things, really basic. So it's a shame, especially for me as a Polish who compares what I can buy for a certain amount of money in Poland. Is like, here is like, it's really expensive here. They compare it to New York, so you can imagine. So really expensive, and the fact that you cannot really buy, like, you can of course, but it's a different reality. Like in Poland, for example, or I think in Europe in general, people can afford buying a house. Like it's normal, everybody, like as a young person, you can buy a house. Like this is normal, or build a house. Everybody has a house. This is relatively cheap when it comes to expenses. You can take a loan and you can do it. Here the houses are very expensive. It starts for like a normal average for like 2.5 million shekels, so that's like $700,000 if I'm calculating it right. It's a lot. It's really a lot if you think about buying a house here. So, you know, that's the disadvantage of this country. It's a super developed country, but it's expensive. Another minus is the fact that you are like an island. Like you can't really go anywhere with a bus abroad like it is in Europe. So here, everywhere you go, you have to go with an airplane. You can go to Egypt, but still you cannot really drive there, so from what I know, you can't rent a car there. You need to rely on the locals. So you go to Egypt, but for some Israelis, they also don't like to go there. So I think that's the only country you can actually go somewhere, you know. And me personally, I don't have anything to do in Egypt, so I would prefer to, you know, go to other countries. And that's unfortunate because anywhere you want to go, you need to fly. So it's not like Europe, or, you know, it's a small country and you still have to fly anywhere you go. That's a disadvantage for me. Another important cons of living here is the overpopulating country that really causes so much traffic. And this is a huge one because the country became so busy that, you know, it's traffic all the time. Though for my life, like what I do, it doesn't affect me on a daily basis, but I see people like the whole country is connected basically until like Jerusalem, and then you have quite a space until you get to Eilat. But so it's an overpopulated country, that's for sure. Many people also come here, and you know, people are like here. In general, couples have many kids, so you know the population grow here in Israel, and that's a disadvantage of having, you know, really traffic, and yeah, it gets really busy here. These are like the main things that happens when it comes to religion. To be honest with you, it doesn't really affect me. Like, sure, there are some situations, like for example, there is no trains on Friday and Saturday, so there's no communication so much, only buses, but because of the traffic, people don't really like to choose them, so they prefer the train. So that's what affects me, you know, as a, you know, or, you know, okay, so the beautiful thing for me as a very free, not really patriotic to any country or nation, I'm very like a free, imagine there is no countries, like John Lennon is singing. That's what I believe should be. So I'm very like, I don't judge anybody. I don't believe someone is right. I just think everybody is wrong when they do something wrong. So the advantage for me is that this country is so rich in cultures. So you have the Jewish culture and the Arabic culture, and then, you know, all the other cultures. So I like it because if there is a Jewish holiday, I can still go to the Arabic place and buy what I need, or, you know, some places are open, or, so I like the variety of this country. You know, you can find anything you want here, like from Christian places to Arabic to Jewish, you know, and the Russians are it's a big population here, so you can hear Russian everywhere, and everybody speaks English. It's a beautiful country overall. And I love being here. I love being here. I love the people. You know, the cons are like 20% for me than about the pluses of living here. So I really do love it here. You should come and visit. Have a beautiful day, everybody. And see you in the next video.